Nostalgia is no longer just a feeling, it's an industry. Take grainy film filters on your phone screen, or Polaroids sold as authentic in a digital age. These are not relics, but repackaged comfort. The past is made familiar to sell the new. We crave the textures of bygone eras because they ground us in uncertainty. Mark Fisher described how late capitalism breeds cultural dyschronia. Our time feels disconnected from itself. When history no longer moves forward with momentum, we look backward for emotional scaffolding. When nostalgia becomes a product, it loses its authenticity, but gains remarkable power. It doesn't just sell goods, it sells time itself. We trust the past because we know how to navigate it. But when we manufacture that past, we shape what's next. Fisher said postmodernism normalized this retrospection, but now it's baked into our daily lives. Our memories are curated, filtered, and sold back to us as emotional commodities. This is capitalism's trick, not selling you the future, but giving
Early computing was all about brute force and clever workarounds. Machines that filled rooms but could barely do basic math.
AI systems are not just preserving history. They're actively reconstructing it through algorithms that select, replicate, and synthesize what they find most relevant. These machines take fragments of the past, audio clips, textual data, historical images, and stitch them into something seamless, but entirely curated. The result is a version of yesterday we can consume like today's news, familiar, yet artificial. We accept these digital reconstructions because they mimic the textures and aesthetics of real memory. But what if our memories are now being shaped by a machine with no lived experience, no emotional context, only data? The footage shows punch, card machines, and reel-to-reel tape storage. These were once seen as neutral tools, machines that recorded without judgment. But today's algorithms don't just record, they interpret, prioritize, and simulate. This new generation of memory machines doesn't simply preserve. It curates based on statistical patterns and design logic. The past is no longer Fathers wrote about how photographs can pierce us with detail, the punctum that makes a scene linger in the mind. But today, we're not just preserving moments, we're manufacturing them. AI art and deepfakes now imitate the grain of film, the cracks on paper, or even handwriting flaws to signal authenticity. The idea is simply, if it looks human, treat it like one. We are being convinced that an artifact doesn't need a history, only the right texture. Just this week, a studio announced that AI actor Tilly Norwood will headline a feature film, no human involved. The marketing materials boast about her emotional depth and human-like expressiveness. It's not just acting. It's an entire emotional economy being outsourced to machines. We don't question the soul behind the performance, only whether it feels real enough. This is effect as artifact emotion, reduced to code, sold back to us as authentic. So we blur what is real with what only feels like it. A slight pixel shift, a warm filter over a cold algorithm. These small imperfections are coded as humanity and sold as soul. It's not about preserving history anymore. It's about reconstructing it in our image. We don't just remember the past. We want to believe it was made for us. And that belief becomes the foundation of whatever future we're trying to sell.
Today, Western Union operates a vast network of 2 million miles of wire, furnishing swift, reliable communication. Financial quotations are transmitted from exchanges in key cities to ticker tape receivers in brokers' offices throughout the United States, Cuba, and in Canada.
We are living in what Neil Postman called technopoly, a society where technology isn't just a tool, but the final authority on truth and meaning. In this world, history is no longer a record of what happened. It's a product we manufacture to fit our desired future. The past becomes plastic, shaped by curated memory, selective preservation, and nostalgia so algorithmic it forgets its own lies.